Testing, testing. Test, test, test. Look a little fuzzy. Hello. Can you hear me? Testing, testing. Can you hear me? Turning my camera on. Okay, there's my camera. Is this Mr. Tony?
Training right
yes,
now, or the schedules right now, today and tomorrow and the next day.
Yes, I can hear you,
So
Mrs.
don't
Woods. I'm
panic
Shiji.
if you don't see anything.
It sounds like there's a couple of things going on, doesn't it?
You will get
Right. Somebody
you will
else
get a paper copy
speaking.
of your schedule when they finalize it.
I think it
when
is
Mr.
Mr.
Fitz sent the
Forte.
document last week, you had the
Well,
temporary
it sounds like I'm hearing Mr.
and the teachers had
Fuerte.
to fill in their
Right.
subject levels for the other
I can also hear
periods,
Mr.
but
Forte.
then
Okay,
also
hold on just a minute. I'm going to leave the meeting. I'm going to
on your calendar.
Okay, sure.
Mr. Kirby will show you how to get on when you're gonna look at your calendar every day for your classes and how to log on to listen to your live meetings with your teachers.
Is that Mike? Okay, can you hear me now?
In a day
Mrs. Woods, I can
that your
hear you
kid
now,
will
but
wanna
I
be
can
on.
also
There's
hear
some breaks
somebody else
between
speaking.
them.
Yes, that's
There
really
are office
weird.
hours.
Okay.
This is where the teacher will get on to a meeting, and you're welcome to get on with the teacher and log in and ask questions through your child's account on that device, or
Okay,
your
so for some
student
reason I'm hearing
is
Dan
welcome
Kirby
to get on
and Mike.
and talk to the teacher
So,
as
Mike
well, or
Fuerte.
you both can get on
Right.
and talk to the
Hold
teacher
on.
as well.
I
Because
am
this
so
is, the
sorry
office
about this
hours are
this
critical.
glitch. Let
That
me see what's going
it
on.
really is
Yeah,
a
sure,
lot.
ma'am.
It is
Take
the
your
point
time.
where you come
Okay.
together with the live instruction that the teacher is providing.
Okay. So it sounded like we had two different things going on. What have I got going on here? Let me leave this. Oh, there we go. Okay. Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am, I can hear you now.
Okay. According to Mr. Kirby, it was really strange. Mr. Kirby said that somebody was playing a video in the background that was giving parents directions of how to do this tonight or something. I don't know.
Well, ma'am, it's my fault. Actually, it's from my computer. Somehow, I was having that video, and it clicked on. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's okay. I just thought maybe it was me, you know?
I'm so sorry about it.
That is okay. Well, you are the only parent so far. So
Oh, okay.
I don't know if we should just go ahead because we are supposed to start at 6 o'clock. So maybe everybody else is going to show up at 7:30. I'm not sure. So can you hear me okay, or would you like me to use my earbuds?
I'm hearing perfectly fine. It's all
Okay.
good. Yeah. But ma'am, if you want, if everyone else starting at 7:30, I'm okay to start at 7:30 as well, if that's okay for you.
Well, okay, so can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear
Okay.
you.
Oh, good. I can hear you better now. The other thing that we could do is we could wait for a few minutes. I'm just kind of surprised that no one else chose the 6 o'clock time. Maybe they're all eating dinner. I'm not sure.
Okay.
So let's see. Because I would hate for you to hang up and then I would have some other parents joining us. So, you know, oh, okay. Here's Mr. Fuerte. He's here. Hi,
Okay.
Mr. Fuerte. How are you?
Oh, good. How are you? Oh, was there a
Good.
question?
Well, I called Dan Kirby really quick because as we got on, I was listening to a video between you and Dan Kirby in the background, but Mrs. Tony said that it was accidentally her. So we.
Oh, it was. Okay. I thought it was
Yeah,
me.
it's my mistake. Sorry about that.
No worries.
No problem.
No worries.
So we were just debating, Mr. Fuerte, because it's just Mrs. Tony and myself, but I think we should just go ahead, right? Do the session.
I would go ahead because I think a lot of people will probably attend your 7:30.
Okay.
So
and they might jump in a little bit,
Yeah.
right? So
yeah,
okay.
we need to record though. Are we recording?
Well, I was. Yes.
You're recording. Okay, cool. Okay.
Okay.
So
Thank
I'll be
you.
in and out, so it might not be just me.
Okay. All right. So
Okay.
Mrs. Tony, you're going to be my dry run here. Okay. You're my guinea pig. So let's go ahead and let's start with a prayer in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. And here's a prayer that I found online, but I loved it. So I'm going to read it to you. It's called Prayer for Our Students.
Okay.
Lord, thank you for the unique gifts of every child as they transition into a new school year. Fill each student with fresh enthusiasm and a heart that is excited to learn and grow. Cover them with your enduring love, give them confidence and grace, and equip them with the ability to persevere through trials. Bless their teachers with wisdom, understanding, and a heart to serve as they embark on the journey together. Okay, so it says some parents and I are in the meeting.
Okay.
I've got some other parents. So what's going on here?
Let me see if I wonder if they're in the lobby that we need to accept them. I wonder.
Okay.
Let me take a look.
It could be a little confusing, Mike, because when I invited you guys, I'm not sure what I did. So
Okay.
Do you want to see if they're
Who else is in there that needs to come in?
Robin's mom? Let's see.
Okay. So
Let's see.
Robin
Lau.
Okay, let me see if I can get her. Robin Lau's. Is it Yuling? Yuling, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can call her, and then they can come.
It says there's a group of us waiting in a meeting. Should we be somewhere else?
Oh no. Okay, there's a group of them.
So how do we, okay, it looks, okay, they're calling me.
Okay. Oh, so we can add, you can add them on, I think, right? Let me see.
Hi.
Hi, is this Mrs. Lau?
Hi.
Oh, hi.
This is hi.
Okay, this is Mr. Forte. So Mrs. Woods is trying to get other people, so I'm going to try to call people to come join. I'm sorry. Were you guys trying to get in through the link?
We were kind of in a small group. A couple of us were locked in to the link.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay. So she's trying to get them in. So I'm going to try to call other people. Maybe we can get you guys in. I know this is such a learning. It's so hard.
Right. Of course. I'll be here. Yeah.
Okay, so stay here and I'll see if I can get more people on.
Sure.
Okay,
Okay.
sounds good. Hello.
So who else was there, Mrs. Woods, on the other line?
It was, she said it was Shartara 1, and I'm not sure who that was, but
Okay.
she said if we just copy the link to this meeting and send it to her, she'll send it to the other parents.
Okay, so that would be from, okay, that would be on the other one. Let's see here.
Do you see it on my
You have to go through your Outlook on your calendar on your email. There's
Oh,
a
on
link
my
down
email.
there on your email,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. I don't know if this happened because I invited you and Dan later and maybe it started a different meeting. I was afraid of that, but okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
let's see, I've got to find it here. Microsoft Teams, no.
I mean, I wonder if I can add other people. Do you know who they are? And I can just call them through.
There, Hudson's parents and
Hudson, okay.
Hudson's parents, Tara Maloney, Kaylee's parent, Kaylee's
Oh.
mom, Rachel,
Oh.
Emma's mom, and one more person, but he didn't show.
Okay.
So I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay, so Rachel, okay, so let's see here.
Thank you, Mike.
Let me see if I can try to find Maloney. Okay, so I'll call through Kaylee Maloney. Maybe I wonder if they can get on through there. Let's see.
Okay.
Because Tara to call you guys but she's there. We were in that little group, and there was one more dad, but.
Okay, so sorry. So who was it that called me? I saw her.
I think that's Tara.
Oh, okay.
Tara,
Okay.
who's trying to call you? I just sent you a text because it says a call. So I'm like.
I did see that, and I was starting to reply, and then the phone rang, and so. Oh my gosh, Teams! I tell you.
I know we're still learning for the Okay, let's see here. So if you go to your Outlook, Mrs. Woods.
Yes.
So you're on your Outlook and your calendar on the bottom left.
Yes.
Okay, so then you click, then your calendar shows up, right?
Curriculum night. Okay, so I see Thursday the 10th. Okay. Yeah, hold on just a second.
Okay.
Okay. 9, 10. No, that's not it. What am I doing here? Let me get out of that. I'm clicking. There's 7 different things on this calendar. Why is that not opening for me? No, don't save my changes. Okay, so there's just so many things going on here that
I know.
Let's see. So click for more appointments. Okay, all right. If I had just calmed down a little bit. Okay, so I see it. Okay. Curriculum night session 1.
Okay, so click on that. Double click it.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure glad you popped into my meeting.
And
Okay.
then does it say respondents or what does it say? I'm
It
sorry.
says required Dan Fitzpatrick, Mike Fuerte, and 2A parents. It's just like one big list.
One big
So,
list. Okay, so
yeah.
see, okay, so when you open it up, the bottom left says a Teams meeting on the bottom. That link.
Yeah, there's a big long link. Yeah.
Yeah, copy and paste that and then send it to your 2A parents, and then they should be able to just click on that and be added on to that.
Copy. Okay. And I'm going to pay. So I'm just going to send a new Outlook email, right?
Yes, to 2A parents, and then send them that link and say, here's the link. I'm sorry for that
Okay.
one.
Which
Okay.
of course I am. Okay. So don't leave. Stay with me.
Okay, I'll stay there. No worries.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh, somebody's trying to join. Okay, I will just admit it.
Would you please? Would you be my admitter? Okay, new email. I'm going to do 2A parents. Yeah, because Mrs. Tony and I were wondering why we were the only ones. We were talking about that. All right. Link
Okay.
to the meeting, paste it. Whoops. Just the subject is going to say this will get you in. Get you into curriculum night.
Okay.
All right, I'm sending it. Okay, I just sent it. Okay.
Okay, so they should be getting on, hopefully.
Okay. Everything went so smoothly at school today, so I guess it was just bound to happen tonight. So isn't that just the way?
It is really okay. It's
Thank you.
really okay.
It's okay, Mrs. Woods. You're doing a great job.
Oh, thanks, Mike.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine.
Okay, so let's see who all we've got. Maybe we've got some more participants coming in. Mrs. Tony, I see you. And I see Mrs. Lau. Don't see anybody else yet.
Yeah, they're in a group. They're
Okay.
waiting. But I don't think I could invite them on my end because I'm using Robin's account.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, because I called you with Robin. That's right.
Right.
Did you answer it through Robin? Okay, let me see here. Let's see if I wonder if there's a link on their way. I wonder if I can go to my email. You know what? I'll go to my Outlook. I'll be right back. Maybe I can send it to them.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay. I'll be back. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you. Yes, because see, I forgot to invite Mr. Fitzpatrick and Mr. Fuerte, so I sent them a link via email. It just got confused. But thank goodness this didn't happen with the kids. The kids today, we got on, we got back off. We really didn't have many problems today. So.
All right.
Right. I think it's easier for the kids to manage because they have the calendar. They pretty much just click and then click the join button and that's it. But then for us, I actually don't know if I have an individual Teams account or not. So I just click the link and I'm using Robin's account. So
That's what you did. Okay, because the first time, I think this could be the problem. The first time I invited you all with the kids' accounts. And then I thought, wait a second, no, I have to invite them with parent accounts. So I went up to required attendees and I used email accounts. So, oh, goodness gracious, gets so complicated. Okay. Yeah. Well, let's just wait a couple more minutes.
Yeah.
So I am totally enjoying Telwyn and Robin, though. They're just the sweetest kids in the world.
Thank you.
We have a very sweet class, and I was just so impressed because they're just right there on time. And you know, I have to tell you, the assignments I wanted to make sure that I didn't start out with anything really hard because I really wanted us to kind of do some things about me activities, just get used to all that. So next week, just so you know, Monday we're going to start with all the curriculum and everything. So
sure, ma'am. Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's great. It's great. And I feel so lucky. Robin could be in your class this year.
Oh, thank you.
So, yeah, and I love the pacing. Just do whatever you feel, because you're the teacher. So we'll just follow.
Okay. Yeah, because I know some kids were done early today, and I thought, you know, it's okay to start that way. And then on Monday, we'll kind of step it up a little bit. So, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think, how about you, Mrs. Tony? Are things going okay with Tailwind so far?
Yes, absolutely. And as Robin's mom said, I'm so happy that you are our teacher.
Oh, thank you.
He likes you so much. He says that, oh, she uses so kind words. I'm like, I know. And
Oh,
I'm also so impressed. I was listening the story that you read today morning section. It was so great, and I was like, oh my gosh, that was, and your way of rendering the story was awesome.
oh, thank you. Yeah, that's one of my all-time favorite books. I just love it because it talks about a child that probably was dyslexic who went on to become a children's author, Patricia Polacco. And it kind of touches on bullying and how that made her feel. And then this teacher who really saw her and really took time to get to know her. So it was all those things. So
Right.
yeah. So it looks like we've got Mr. Fitzpatrick here. Hi, Mr. Fitzpatrick. I think he's on mute. So, but yes, thanks, Mrs. Tony. I really appreciate you telling me that because it is, I think somebody told me that they had heard it before, but it's one of my all-time favorite books to start school with. So,
Yeah, thank you for sharing it. Yeah,
Oh.
I'm sure kids would love it.
Oh, you are so welcome. So welcome. So I do have a PowerPoint to show you guys tonight. So just to kind of give you an overview, you've already gotten a little bit of a taste of what our
Right.
day will be like, but just to show you the curriculum and all of that. So I know Mike is probably working hard behind the scenes over there, Mr. Fuerte. Thank goodness for Mr. Fuerte, right?
Oh. So I sent that link for your to the 2A parents. Oh, there are guests. There we go. They're in the lobby now.
Oh, yay!
Okay,
Mike,
so they are coming. There we go.
yay. Thank you so much, Mike. So you resent it to them?
I did. I resent
Okay.
it to the 2A parents for this first one. Yes.
Oh, okay. So I am so sorry, everybody. It got really confusing. At first, I sent an invite to the meeting to the students' accounts and then went back and sent it to required attendees. And so because I knew that some of you have accounts that are outside of our Microsoft Teams group. So my apologies. But anyway, welcome. I think we can get started. I already did a prayer with Mrs. Tony, but sorry, Mrs. Tony, I'm going to ask you to listen to it one more time.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine, ma'am. That's okay.
All right, so let's start in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. This is called a prayer for our students. Lord, thank you for the unique gifts of every child as they transition into a new school year. Fill each student with fresh enthusiasm and a heart that is excited to learn and grow. Cover them with your enduring love. Give them confidence and grace, and equip them with the ability to persevere through trials. Bless their teachers with wisdom, understanding, and a heart to serve as they embark on this journey together. Amen. All right, so once again, my apologies. And I'm so glad that you were able to get in. I apparently sent out 2 different invites. So anyway, let's go ahead. I'm going to share my screen. This is something that I do with the kids every day. So I always tell them to say to themselves 1001, 1002, 1003. Because I never quite know if they're going to be able to see what I see, okay? So let's count 1001, 1002, 1003. And since there's just a few of you, would you just let me know if you can't see a slide that says welcome back to school? Can you all see that?
Yes.
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, great. I'm not trusting anything right now, so I just wanted to make sure you could see it. So anyway, welcome. we had a good start today, I thought, for a full day. And so we're going to just keep working at, getting better and better at this online thing until we can be back together in person again, which I know we all want to do, but we just want to make sure that we're safe. Okay. And so we're just powering on here. So, just maybe a little bit, this is just appreciate your patience, including tonight, and understanding during this time of remote virtual learning. We're all kind of learning together, and I so appreciate your grace and kindness. So just a little about me. I am married to Bob. We just celebrated our 35th wedding anniversary this summer, so we're old timers. I have 2 grown girls. I have a son-in-law, and I have a granddaughter named Yoli. And she is the light of my life. So I love to read. I love to teach jazzercise. I do teach exercise in my free time and spend time with my family. And of course, I love to teach. I did go to Gonzaga. That's my alma mater. And I have degrees in special education and regular education with an endorsement in reading. So I've kind of been at this for a while. I think it's been either 29 or 30 years. So that dates me a little bit. And I've taught 1st, 2nd, 3rd grades, 6th grade, reading, and special ed. So quite a few different things. And I'm thrilled to be back in the classroom teaching 2nd grade. It is my absolute favorite. Okay, so hold on just a minute. I think that there's some other people that are, there we go. You did it. You're in. Thank you.
Yay!
Okay, yay. I sent out 2 invites, I think, to kids and parents, and it got all mushed. So I'm so glad that thank you for your patience. Everybody's been so patient. All right, and I see Oliver. Well, I see Oliver's picture. Okay, so anyway, I am sharing my screen. Let me know if you cannot see this. And moving on. This is just kind of my background. Hobbies, and I've been teaching a really long time. That's about all you really need to know. But the majority of my experience has been in 2nd grade. It's my absolute most favorite grade to teach. Kids come to me knowing how to read a little bit, write a little bit, do a little bit of math, and then we just take it from there. So it's my absolute favorite. Okay, so an online day. So every day, every night, I am going to update the tab that's called Daily Agenda. It's a wiki page that my husband helped me with. And it's just going to tell you what documents you're going to need to download and print for the next day. And it'll show you our schedule. Okay. Kids were awesome this morning, logging on right at 9:10. I kind of have them wait in the lobby so that I can make sure they come in at the right time. They had their school uniform on. It was awesome. And it's just so great that they have a workspace, and so important they have a workspace with their books, papers, pencils ready. And so we're trying this 5 half-an-hour periods each day, and one of those periods will always be a specialist. And we're kind of still playing with how much can I teach before they can go practice. So, and I was telling a couple of the parents while we were waiting for people to join us that the stuff that we've been doing today and tomorrow, it's a lot of getting to know you things, math about me, first day jitters, that sort of thing. It's a way to kind of get used to this whole online Teams thing, and it just helps us to get to know each other a little bit better. So the curriculum will be kind of kicking in next Monday. We'll be using our Journeys books, our Reader's Notebook, our math workbook, our religion workbook. We'll be using all of those next week, but we just thought we would just try to get the basics down first. Okay. The kids do have breaks between each period. There was a little bit of, it was a little kind of dicey there for some of the kids to get onto Mr. Evans's PE meeting. So we're going to iron out those kinks. Tomorrow they have music with Mrs. LB. So I just really appreciate it. You guys have all just been so awesome, just being patient. And then they do have an hour at the end of the day to finish any assignments during the independent practice time. And some of the kids said, well, I've already finished all my assignments. And I said, great, then you could start the 40 book challenge, which we'll talk about. And that they can I told them, just make sure that you read and you're ready for tomorrow. So it looks like you guys figured out how to, if you use Microsoft Lens, I was playing with that today. I saved it. I took a picture of first day jitters. I saved it to my OneDrive and then got into my test student account and uploaded it and handed it in, and it turned out it worked pretty well. So if anybody's having problems, maybe at the end of this presentation, we can just talk to each other and help each other out, because some of the kids already know how to do it. I was so impressed. So then we just turn in the documents, turn in the assignments, and what's awesome is I can see who's turned it in, I can click on it, look at it, I can write back some feedback and all that. And then I will always have office hours at the end of the day in case your child or you have questions. All right, so we kind of went over this with kids yesterday. Kids have been right on time with papers, books, a pencil, materials ready. They've been very respectful, listening to each other. Using the raise hand icon has been awesome because I can talk to them and then I can say, does anybody have a question? Or as I'm talking, they click on that and then they just wait patiently until I call on them. So it's just like class, and it's just been, they've been very respectful and very receptive to that. We mute our mics. We come on first in the morning and share. We turn on our cameras, turn on our mics, and then we turn our cameras and mics off just so that, you know, we don't have any interference or any background noise. The kids have been really respectful about not using side chats to talk to each other during the lesson, so that's great. And they've also, nobody has tried to mute other meeting members. I tried to set those things up so that they can't, but they've also been very respectful. So it's been, I've been very impressed with them so far. This is just, it's kind of hard to read. This is on our website, on our Edlio, and it just kind of gives you an idea of the different curriculum areas. We use Sadlier in religion. We use Journeys in reading, and that's also, we use that for pretty much all of our language arts, for grammar and for spelling and writing. We use it for writing, but we also are kind of eclectic. We pull in some other sources for writing, but we're really focused on narrative, explanatory, and opinion writing throughout the year, since those are state standards. Math, it's now called Savvas, used to be Pearson, but that's that big thick workbook. It is really based on state standards, Common Core standards, and really works a lot on problem solving, that sort of thing. I'm super excited about the science. I just got to teach it for about 7 months last year. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Mystery science is awesome. If you've had any experience with it, Mystery Doug comes on. He talks to the kids, tells them, he introduces the problem with a video, and then we have materials, and it's very STEM based. So it's science, technology, engineering, and math based. Kids are solving problems, they're making models, they're learning what works and what doesn't work from each other, sharing back. And then we also use Picture Perfect STEM, and it even includes some literature. So I'm really hoping, fingers crossed, that we can get through all the units this year. We didn't get to use all the units last year. So that is part of our science curriculum as well. Social studies, we do use the text a little bit. We also use Scholastic News, and we also, again, it's kind of eclectic. We pull it in. The main thing is about communities. You'll see that next week. But we also talk about history. We talk about landforms and geography. We talk about Native Americans, culture. Last year, at the end of the year, we had a personal heritage project where they made a poster, they dressed up, and then they made a video of themselves introducing us to one of their countries of origin. We often have many. And handwriting, you saw the handwriting book. So a very robust, I think, curriculum. And we are adopting a new social studies curriculum that you'll see next year. This just gives you a little bit more about language arts. The 40 book challenge is something that we started last year. I loved it. It doesn't just ask the kids to read 15 or 20 minutes. It challenges them to read 40 books from different genres. And that folder will give you, if you look through it, I went through and revamped it. It will give you suggestions of the different genres. And you'll notice that some books can fit in a couple different genres. Like there's a new series called Ranger in Time about a time traveling dog. And he goes back in time, like to the San Francisco earthquake, and he helps people. So that could be historical fiction. It could also be fantasy because it's about a time traveling dog. So the kids can count it either way, and each time they read a book from that genre, they can color in a star. And the goal is to read 40 books, which I can tell already. We have some kids that are halfway through their first book. I don't think that's going to be a problem to make that to meet that challenge. So hopefully we'll get to celebrate that. Last spring, we kind of almost all the kids were done with their 40 book challenge, and then we had to break and we didn't get back together because I promised them we'd have a celebration. We do have spelling tests weekly. We'll be using some of Spelling City, which will have the spelling lists on there. We won't start that next week. We're going to kind of go baby steps, but we'll start that the week after. And it's a great way for the kids. It'll have the spelling list on there, and then they can practice with different games and activities rather than just kind of the typical write the word 3 times each or whatever. And those are some of the things we learn in grammar: nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs. Next week, it'll be subject and predicate. So a little bit of how sentences work. And then we do narrative, opinion, informational writing, and we do write letters in writing. Okay, on to math. Now I have online math practice. That's like fact practice. Last year, we did start a program called Rocket Math, where the kids spent about 10 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes every day working on basic facts, because we want them to be fluent. We want them to be able to do 20 facts in a minute, up to 20 facts in a minute, up to 20. So like up to 9 plus 9 and 10 plus 9 by the end of the year. We're kind of waiting to see when we get to go back face to face, because we could do Rocket Math, or we could do online math practice. So we're kind of waiting to see how that goes. But these are the other main things that we study in second grade. We really start out with addition and subtraction because those fluency skills are really important. Patterning, regrouping is big. We do addition with trading. We show them the traditional algorithm, but we also show them some other kind of problem-solving ways that they can add 2 2-digit numbers and then 2 3-digit numbers, and the same with subtraction. So those are kind of some challenging strategies and ways to do that. Graphing, lots of problem-solving, and we study money and time. Okay, so in social studies, kind of talked about that already. You'll see some papers next week popping up on the assignments about communities, our community, and especially workers in the community. We'll see that next week. We do talk about Native Americans, communities from long ago, and we have some projects around that, cultural diversity, landforms, and map skills. And our second grade service learning project just fits our grade level. We work with the Humane Society. We had the Maxmobile come see us last year, and we collect dog food, cat food, toys, and then the Humane Society volunteers come and they pick those up. So again, that's another thing that's kind of on hold. They also are not sending out the Maxmobile. It had a bunch of cute little kittens last year, or cats last year. So I'm hoping that we can get that set up. But it's just right in our second graders, as we say, wheelhouse. They love animals. So it's a great service project. Here's our mystery science. These are the things that we study. We study different kinds of animals. We study different kinds of plants, how water works. We kind of look at erosion and how does water get from the top of a mountain down to the ocean and back up and that kind of thing, and kind of materials and what are things made of and what could be some materials in the future. That was a really fun one. And then last year I got to teach Our Blue Planet and was just getting ready to do our unit on crayons and color and materials when we had to close. So Pillbots, about little insects, yeah, I think little creatures, and Flight of the Pollinators, so how bees pollinate and spread the spread of flowers. In religion, we used Sad Lear. You saw the book. This is the big year. First reconciliation and first Eucharist. We are so excited. Last year, our second graders had to wait till August. Knock on wood, we're hoping that our kiddos don't have to wait that long. Mrs. Hanley just gave me a handout today, so I didn't get to add it into my PowerPoint, but she is going to send you a document that tells, since our kids go to school and they get religion in school, they are not required to go to all of the faith formation program. The faith formation, family faith formation events are optional for your kids, but there are 5 family sessions in the year around the idea of reconciliation and around Eucharist, and she will be sending that to you very soon. If you would like it sooner, I can scan this and PDF it to you tomorrow. But just know that the first required family session won't be till January. She's planning on reconciliation happening in January at 9 a.m. on January 23rd on a Saturday, or Saturday, January 30th at 9 a.m. So it's a little later than usual, but I think they're just trying to be really careful about COVID and all of that. And then they're still planning on First Communion in May. This year we did it at 3 Saturday morning masses, and that's what they're planning again this time. You get to choose between one of the 3. It looks like there's going to be May 8th, May 15th, and May 22nd. So there will be, again, 5 family sessions required, 2 for First Reconciliation and 2 for First Communion. Okay, so she is going to, Mrs. Hanley is in charge of that as the religious ed coordinator for the parish, and she will be sending you a document about that. So the next slide actually talks a little more about that, just January, February for reconciliation, and May, yeah. So fingers crossed, because kids get so excited about First Communion. They're excited already, and we just don't want them to have to hold off any longer than they absolutely have to. Okay, so you probably, if you've been here before, you probably are aware of the 1, 2, 3, 4 grading policy in second grade. 3 means they're right where they need to be. 2 means they're almost there, but not quite. A 1 means they're quite a bit behind, and they probably are also getting tutoring or getting extra support from either Mrs. Cantu or our IAs, our instructional assistants. That was my job, to work with kids, especially that were 2s, when I was the reading specialist. Unfortunately, we don't have Mrs. Salmon helping us out this year, but we do have Mrs. Kirby, our IA, who's worked with kindergarten and 1st grade and 4th grade and knows her stuff. So we will be differentiating and making sure that we're working hard at meeting the needs of all of our kiddos. And then a 4 is for a student who is just going above and beyond always, and has to be pretty consistent at that. So those are kind of few and far between, but we do, of course, we do have students that really, if I ask them to write 3 sentences, they're consistently writing 7 or 8 sentences. So that is our grading policy. That's what that means. We do a Star of the Week. All students took home an All About Me poster because we just weren't sure when we'd be back. But I will let you know at least a week in advance when it is their turn. And then on Monday, they will share it up, and hopefully they'll color it and decorate it, and then bring one other thing to share. So it's just one more way to get to know each other. We're doing a lot of that this week, and then we just continue that through the year. So you've already seen the calendar, you know the daily meeting invites. There's a daily agenda for anything to note for the day, office hours at the end, always email me. And I just have my, during office hours, I just have my laptop on and I'm just kind of doing some work. Okay, so always don't hesitate to contact me. All right, so let's get back to our screen. I'll open it up. Does anybody have any questions, comments, anything they're wondering about?
Mrs. Woods, this is Rachel, Emma's mom.
Hi.
Hi. So I had a question about, you record your lessons, but how do we watch them after they're recorded? Where do we go?
That is a super good question. I believe, oh, and I'll bet Mr. Fuerte, Mr. Fuerte, are you still here? He was popping in and out. He's my resident.
Oh, I am here. Sorry.
Oh, no, that's okay. So,
so
Rachel was one, did you hear Rachel's question?
Yes. So I'm going to show the teachers. There's going to be a tab on her next to assignments that will be videos. So all the video stream will be going through, the recording will go through your child's Microsoft Teams page. So we're going to add a videos page. So when she has all the recordings, it's going to be on there, and then she'll name each recording, and then then you could click on the one you missed. Let's say you missed a math lesson on that date, you could click on it and you can listen to that lesson.
Okay,
so that'll be on there.
Uploaded by the end of the day?
Yeah, usually by the end of the day, what happens is it takes a while after recording, and it just takes a few minutes, and then the teachers will have to have time to download it and then put it on their page for you. So
okay. Just a tab that says videos. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, you're welcome.
And also on my homepage, or on your child's homepage, you should be able to see the schedule in case you're wondering what's coming up that day. I can just share it with you right now and show you what we're doing. We are doing something a little bit different, and that's that all second graders are going to be learning religion together. So that'll be interesting tomorrow because we have a second grade religion team. Here, just a second, I'm trying to share my schedule. Okay, let me see if you can see that. Can you guys see my schedule there?
Oh, we can see it,
Yeah.
You can see it? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is up on my, on the home page, on the Teams page. If you just click on class schedule, just in case you're wondering what we're covering that day. So like tomorrow, first thing will be reading, and then religion will be with the whole team. So you will need to click on the invite, but it will be with 2A and 2B. We're going to do that together. And then math, and then they're sharing their SACs during science and social studies right now, and then they'll end the day with music. So that's always up there, and you can always click on there and just to find out what is coming up that day. It's always kind of nice. But remember too, the daily agenda will be on a wiki page, on a tab up at the top, and you can just click on that. And I'm updating that at the end of every day for the next day. At the beginning, I'll say, make sure you have these papers printed out. I'm trying not to have too many papers. This week might be a little heavier than usual, but that way it'll let you know so that you'll be ready right at 9:10. So. Okay, any other questions, comments? Anything else? Okay, yes, Mrs. Tony.
Oh, hi, ma'am. So I had a question regarding the themes. We get the calendar, right? So do we have to RSVP for every meeting? So do we have to accept for every meeting, or do we have to?
You know what? You do not. No, you don't. My understanding is that if you accept, then it kind of, I I think it disappears from your Outlook, but no, you do not need to accept any meetings. You can just go into the calendar, and when it's time, just click join and you're good.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes. And let's see. Who else? I see another hand. Yes. Okay. Shatara, you're going to have to tell me who.
Yeah, I'm Kaylee's mom. This is Tara.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry. I met your husband at Passport Night. So
It's all
so
good.
bad.
We split responsibilities, so you'll see me or him at some point. I was just wondering, Kaylee is doing school necessarily at a different place, different times and days. And so for books that she needs, if I look at that schedule and they're not having social studies or science that day, can we not take those books with us? Like, can I use that as like the measure?
Yes. I mean, like next week, there will be two black and white copies, two PDFs to copy out about communities, and the Scholastic News that's about community workers. So no social studies, no science books there. You will need the Journeys book. You'll need the Reader's Notebook. I'm sorry to say, you'll need the math workbook, and you'll need the religion workbook next week.
Okay.
So, yep. Good question, though. Yep.
Thank you.
You are welcome. And Mrs. Lau.
Hi, Mrs. Woods. I printed out a copy of the weekly schedule from the document that Mr. Fitz sent us a couple weeks ago, but I just realized it's different from the one that you showed us. So is there a chance that we could have the updated one?
Yes, you absolutely can. I'm trying to think about the one that Mr. Fitz sent you. Is that the one that says period 1, period 2?
Yes. And then the 2A kids are having yeah, that's right. That's the one.
Yes, and I just tried to make it a little more friendly, user friendly, so you could kind of see what exactly we're doing when. So, yes, do you want me just to send you, email you a copy of this not the PowerPoint, but this Excel spreadsheet that I made of the.
Yes, that'd be great, because then I can make sure Robin has the schedule next to her and she can check her time, her watch, and she's know what to expect.
Perfect. Because she even had, she had that original schedule in a plastic sleeve, and she was asking me what the word period meant. So yeah, that's a little more for the older kids. They understand about periods and all that stuff, but us younger, teachers of younger kids, it seems to be a little easier if we can do the time on the left. So I will email everybody this Excel spreadsheet tomorrow.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Okay, and yes, Mrs. Maloney, did you have any other questions? Okay.
No, I think I put my hand down. I don't know. Is
Okay.
it up? Did you see it up? I don't know.
You know what? It just disappeared. That happens. It seems like we click on it and then it still stays there. So, so if you have any other questions or concerns, comments, please email me. Jump on it at 2:30. I'm there, and I am going to try, not next week, but the week after, to just kind of do kind of a rolling check-in with kids at the end of the day, just to kind of see. But I'm in process of figuring out how to do that. So when I get to it, I will make sure that I let you know. But I'm kind of trying to do just a little one-on-one with each child every other week, just so that I get some one-on-one time, because I don't get that when we're doing online stuff. So, but I have to just tell you, I've just been so impressed with the kids so far. I mean, I remember when Mr. Kirby said, well, I'm not sure if they'll be able to mute and unmute themselves and camera and all that. And I mean, they're already playing around with their backgrounds, and they're just, they're figuring it out really fast. So I'm so proud of them, and I think we're off to a great start. So here's to a happy first day, and tomorrow's going to be just as great. So, oh yes, Mrs. Lau. Did you have a question still, or is your hand? We might have the hand thing staying up. I'm not sure. No, I don't think she has another question. Okay, so if you guys don't have any more questions, I think that's all I've got for you. And then I'm going to try to figure out how to get everybody to the same meeting at 7:30. So I'll be busy. Thanks for your patience. And I'll see you online.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Woods.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
Thanks. Okay, bye.
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 Thank you.
Mr.
Thank you,
Miss-
Mrs. Woods.
Mr.
Thank you.
Fuerte, will you stay for just a second?
Oh, sure. I can stay a second. I can
Okay,
help
thank
you.
Yes,
Hi,
thank you.
Tara.
Thank you. Appreciate your help. Okay,
Okay.
so I'm thinking that what I need to do is I might right now need to send all of my 2A parents, because I was really flustered. I know you could tell, but I was trying to send them an email, but for some reason I'm not sure they got it. So should
So-
I?
So you have a second session. I'm looking here at 7:30. No, not 7:30, right? Is it 7:30?
I think it is at 7:30. Yeah.
Okay, so it's called, is it called, let me check here. Is it called, oh wait, what's it called?
Let me look.
Oh, Curriculum Night second session at 7:30, right?
Yes.
No, that's Mrs. Crosby. That's Mrs. Crosby.
Okay, well,
Okay,
I've
let me
got,
take a look.
it says 2A parents were required attendees. I don't even see you and Dan on there. See, you and Dan, this is, it happened in two possible ways. Either because the first time I sent it to the 2A, I made a 2A parent group team channel, and then I sent that one to them. So maybe
Okay.
what I should do is cancel the next meeting and just resend it to them right now, I wonder.
I wonder if you can do that. I'm trying to find your other meeting. I can't find it on my second session. I see Mrs. Crosby, Kayla Crosby. But I don't see your second one. Let's see.
That's weird.
Let me check if I have it on my, let's see. I'm trying to take a look here. Because I
So-
have your first one. It says first session.
And see, the first session was different because on my required attendees, it first had Dan, then it had you, then it said 2A parents. My fear is,
Oh, okay.
and see, it looks different. It doesn't have the 2A parent team channel. So that's why I just don't know. I honestly don't know if they're going to be able to get in to the second.
So I would give them a new one. I would
Okay.
see. Check your calendar on your Outlook first and see.
Okay.
Because you know what I did is I just went to your meeting that I was with you,
Yeah.
and there's a link actually on here that I could just send it on my phone. See, I'm not even on my computer. I'm on my phone. So I'm just sending it. Let's see, calendar. Because Lisa has one now, 6 to 8, but then I don't see the second session from her.
Okay. That's because she just made it one long session and she was just going to stay on and let parents get on. So I don't know how that's working for her.
Oh, I
But-
don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Because
But
JT, do you have Philip, right? Because he was asking me about curriculum night. He texted me and I said there should be a link.
okay, so I'm almost tempted to just start over.
And then send it to me too. So go, yeah, and do it from your Outlook. Don't do it from Teams.
Okay,
Do it
that
because
could be the
If
problem.
you do it, if I forgot to tell people, if you do it from Teams, it only goes to the kids. It doesn't go
Yeah.
when you put in 2A parents, it actually doesn't.
Okay.
It's weird. You have to do it through your actual email.
Okay.
Because yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to delete the meeting that I have at 7:30 and I'm going to start over with.
You know what? We should stop recording this because people can hear it from the first meeting.
Oh, that's very true. Okay,
That's true.
hold on just a minute. I am going to stop recording. Oh my gosh. Are we going to survive this? Are we going to
We
survive?